It's already starting. It's already. I'm looking at the comment sections. There's what's going on, guys. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Sip and Smoke Thursdays with your boys and the Leaf and Ash podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Panda, and as you can see, we got the panels full today. So let me introduce you to my compadres all before we get to the comment section, because these guys already busted on the Pandas about Indiana, UM, but we'll get to that shortly. But listen, guys, on the top left, we got that one finger pecker sensation, the one and only JJ. Oh, wait a minute, I just really ate Mutt, aka Who's Your Daddy? Oh my God, I got a couple of finger peckers for you right now, man. Really? JJ the Mutt. Man, what's going on, doggy?
Hey, what's up, brother? Just playing
around. So we got a little bit more today on the panel. What are you sipping on? What are you smoking on? We're gonna do everything at the same time.
I'm doing the Wild Turkey Rare Breed, and I'm smoking a Blackworks, the Hornet Lancero.
Oh, nice. That's a very good smoke.
Very good.
And here we go, guys. Underneath JJ, he's a traveling man these days. He's known as PC Silverback, big dog. What's going on, PC?
Where's Waldo these days?
Yeah.
We're busy. Yeah, what's going on?
Around the world. What you drinking?
A little Mountain Dew, baby.
Mountain Dew. PC's been. When's the last time you had a smoke, PC?
Oof, almost 2 weeks now, man.
Ooh,
it's just too cold, and I'm not in the right place to smoke. You know,
I get it, guys. The individual that's underneath me, the new addition to the Sip and Smoke, no other than the rat himself, the Cajun rat, Glenn. What up, doggy?
Squeak, squeak.
Sweet. What are you sipping on? What are you smoking on?
I am smoking a Brothers Smoking Stogies.
Okay.
This San Andreas wrapper is the bomb.
What are you pairing that up with? What are you drinking?
1762.
Okay. Not that. So, guys, as you can see, the man in the middle, the seriousness, the intensity. The one and only, my boy is one of my one and only BFF, best friend for friend. What's going on, Ernesto?
What's going on, guys? Thank you for having me on.
What's up, Ernie?
Yes, sir.
What's going on? It's about damn freaking time, boy.
What are you sipping on? You sipping on anything?
Yeah, I'm actually drinking Balvenie 14 year. Nice. And I'm smoking here a blackened Lancero M81.
Okay, you scared me there for a second. I thought you were going to see a black and mild, man.
Nah.
So your boy Panda, he's sipping on some H2O. And today I'm doing the AJ I'm in 1844. All right? So before we get to the UN...
Wait. You forgot somebody.
Who?
You forgot about the Discord thug.
Who?
Big D.
I thought he got everybody.
Who? I thought I said everybody.
Oh, this thing is about to be
So,
nasty.
guys, so it's a joke. There it is. As you guys know, last year, 2025, this man was Bougie Don. He's a new guy. 2026, new year, new Don. He is the Thuglicious of the Discord, aka the Cigar Thugness Don. What's
AKA
going on,
Always
Don?
wanted to be a
Please,
gangster.
please read my name right.
Look. You gotta change things up. What are you drinking?
Oh,
What are you
man.
sipping on? What are you smoking?
I am smoking the Nika Rustica broadleaf.
Oh, it's been a while since I had that one.
Yeah, me too. I grabbed it out, and then I am drinking some Yingling Black and Tan.
Nice. And guys, who other than you know what? We won't ask him why he's smoking because we know why he's smoking. That he was smoking his favorite West. What do you smoke? Winston, the Winstons.
Winston's.
You know? And what wine are we drinking tonight, Ish? Can you hear me? No? Yes? No? Maybe? Well, we'll get to that anyway. It is what it is. So, guys, once again, what do we got? Cleveland Bourbon tonight, 100 proof. What do you guys, let us know what you guys sipping on, what you guys drink. What's up, Pedro? Indiana Lurch. Oh, here he comes, guys. Here he comes. Gary, really, Gary? You too at two proof. You know what? Yeah, bring out the brick house with the sneakers. With the sneakers, there it goes. And there, oh Lord,
That
man.
all sounds like love to me.
That's all it is.
You
That's all
know,
it is.
the bandwagon is getting full. You're right, Patch.
Just a little
Yeah,
love.
it is.
Just a little love.
Oh my
Okay,
Lord.
I got to address Pat's comment right there because none of us on the panel really are Indiana fans. However,
At all.
the man on the top right up there has given me so much crap in the last week and a half about my Eagles losing and then the Texans losing. And then last year, my University of Houston Cougars were in the national championship game against Florida. And this man who's all, this man all of a sudden turned into a Florida fan, started doing this. And so just for that.
Oh, you got out. Oh man, really?
Yeah.
There's a reason why I've been taking my administrative privileges away. Be muting you, be blacking you out, man. Itch, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yep.
Oh, okay. What are you sipping on, Papa? What are you drinking tonight? What wine are you drinking tonight?
That's nothing new, right? We don't have wine.
Guys, before we get into the football, what we're going to talk about, and it's perfect because we got a connoisseur, our best friend Ernie. He's been smoking for quite some time, and we got no other than Ish. Ish, if you guys know, is a master blender. He might know a thing or two about this topic we're about to talk about initially, guys. And basically, this is probably for you newbies, right? For you guys, most of these guys that are on the panel and on the comment section, they're basically been around, but I'm pretty sure we've all fallen and making one or two of these mistakes. And basically, it's the do's and don'ts, what you should and you should not do in the lounge. You know, what's acceptable in the lounge, what isn't acceptable in the lounge, what's considered, part of the crew, and what's not, what input and when you should put your input in it. So I'm gonna kick it off with the do's and the don'ts.
Before you get started, I'm going to give away a 5-pack of the Bonded by the Leaf cigars tonight.
Oh,
So,
Nice.
JJ, you want to set something up for that?
Yep. It's going to be a hashtag Indiana.
oh hell no. Hell no. Hey, look, Lefty already started. Lefty was the first one. Look at it. Anyways, man, that
We love
dude's
you
a dope,
guys.
man.
We're just playing.
So,
Hey, can I do a quick shout out, Panda? Real quick shout out. Hayes Gray, my sister Val. She was so happy. I'm back behind the mic again and with you guys. So they sent me some great words, and I just want to say, I'm back, sister. I'm back.
And welcome.
So we got actually Pedro on here from Hayes Gray. Pedro, much love to you, Bubble. Dude, you missed out on those cigars last night, man. You were the first winner on the Dead Bull podcast yesterday, man. But so guys, the do's and don'ts, right? What would you say is a do and what's a don't at a lounge? Let's start with you, JJ. What would you say is an acceptable thing and what's not an acceptable thing?
I would say, don't judge a man by the cigar he's smoking. That's a don't.
Okay.
You know, we all have different levels of the pocketbook. And do's, you know, try to introduce that man to, you know, give him a cigar. Go buy him a cigar maybe he's never tried before.
There is some truth to that, right? Because you got a lot of guys that have, you know, their pockets. Some people's pockets are deeper than others, right? But you also got those individuals that try to keep up with the Joneses, right? They might be that guy that's struggling. They see you smoking a Padron, they want to spend money on a Padron when they should be smoking a pack of smoke, right? Because that's their budget. You know, don't try to keep up with the Joneses, man. It's just, you know, stay in your price point. There's nothing wrong with you saving money to get yourself a celebratory cigar, you know, when you want it. Smoke what you like. You know, that's basically it. Smoke what you enjoy smoking. If it's an infused cigar, then it's an infused cigar. It is what it is, you know. But yeah, stay, you know, kind of, you know, encourage. Maybe you might want to introduce somebody to something different within that price range, right? Because you kind of want a price point between, I think the average rate between $8 and $13 is, you know, kind of where you want to be at. How about you, Donnie? Now he's taking a big sip.
Sorry about that. So for me, know the lounge you're going to, know the rules. You know, the lounge that I go to, it's a BYOB. It's, you know, the lounge owner doesn't mind you smoking your own cigar as long as you support the shop, or he has a cut and light fee if you don't. And that's a cut and light fee for every cigar that you smoke. So if I'm going to smoke my own cigar there that night and I'm going to have two, I'll buy 2 sticks. You know, just support the lounge. They're not there to keep the lights on for you. They're there to run a business. And it's not just a free for all. It's a great place. Just know the lounge. You know, you and Ernie go to a lounge that's a little more upbeat. It's a little more rowdy. And that's, some lounges aren't like that. Just kind of know the lounge that you go to, and you know, adhere by the rules and the underwritten rules, which we're all going to get into. So
you're right, but that's a valid point, right? If you're going to a new lounge, if it's not your home lounge, right? You know. The rule of thumb is that you shouldn't bring your own cigars. But although there are exceptions, because I'll tell you this, I've gone to other lounges that don't carry things that I enjoy smoking. But even with that being said, I always go into the humidor and I find something to purchase and to smoke first. Right? You have to do that. You have to support that lounge.
Yes.
You know, their lounge is not your private man cave for you to just sit down. Because Ernie can tell you, you know, we've had guys that have come to the lounge, not buy a drink, not a bottle of water, not a cup of coffee, and let alone the shit. They'll come in with the big old jug from 7-Eleven or their coffee from Dunkin' Donuts and the entire travel humidor and just take up space. And it's like, wait a minute, you know, we're not here, you know, for convenience. We're here to, you know, we have a family support, it's a business, you know. So there is something to say. You got to support your brick and mortar. And like I said, especially if you're new to the lounge, go to the humidor and buy something. You have to buy something, you know. How about you, man? What do you say?
Well, I did this myself, so don't judge me. I was new in the journey, new in the adventure. So we went into CI, went into the humidor, bought me a Liga 9, you know. So I didn't have a cutter. So what happens in these lounges, they usually have cutters hanging, you know, a dozen or so hanging on this pole. And what did I do? Yep.
Leave your cigar.
Before I cut it. What the heck, guys? That's nasty.
Yeah. Listen, you will be surprised. And Ernie can contest to this as well. It got to the point that I got a cutter in my locker because of that. Because you have a bunch of veterans that do this all the time. They do it all the time. You know, you get sometimes it's happened to me. I'm in a corporate conversation. I have the cigar in my hand, and of course, it's just one of those things, right? And then you put it in your mind. You're like, damn it. So what I did, and because of that reason, I ended up buying that cutter. Now it's in my locker. You know, another thing, like for me, you know, don't molest the cigars. You know what I mean? When you go into a humidor, don't, you know, there's another word for it, but I won't use it. You know, but you know, don't molest the cigars and stick it up your nostril, and just because you want to smell what you want to know what the cigar smells like. It's, you know, especially those that obviously that don't have cellophane on it. You know, to me, that drives me absolutely nuts. You know, the missus, we were at smoking over here, not that far from, and she did exactly that. She picked it up and I'm like, what are you doing? And she realized it. She goes, well, I guess I just bought you this cigar. I go, yeah, you did. I go, it's a cardinal sin, right? It's a cardinal sin. So one of you guys keep track of these comments. I know these guys are also posting what they think as well. I'm not able to post them as well. I know Pat's has said a couple of things. What's going on, Ru? So, you know, to me, you know, you go to a lounge, you know, listen, if you don't know nothing about the cigar, there should be somebody in that lounge that should know something about the cigars that they're in there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody should be out there representing the organization, the thing, and the tobacconist should know what they're talking about. It doesn't happen frequently, but they should be. You know? Yeah. How about you, BC?
Hey man, you guys have covered pretty much what I was going to say, but I'll say this too. When you go into the lounge, man, make sure you respect other people's space. If you're laughing and having a good time with another group, don't necessarily disturb somebody else's peace, because they're trying to get away from their day and they're looking for a peaceful way to do that and try to solve world peace as I do, you know, when I'm smoking for 2 or 3 hours. Mm-hmm. Just be mindful of your surroundings, man. Read the room and see what's going on. And most definitely, first thing you do is stop by the humidor and patronize that shop, whether you have your own sticks or not. Because when you patronize, that's a place you always have a place to go to. So that's one of my pet peeves.
I know for me, and I know that, and you know, for the guys that go to our shop, you know, it's a time for us to decompress, right? It's a place to just vent, talk our ish, right? We talk our smack. We play dominoes. You guys have been to the lounge. You've heard how we play in the lounge, and we talk a lot of smack. You know, it's a good way for us just to vent and just blow off steam and you're right. You got to read the room. You know, don't intervene into someone's conversation, especially if you don't know them. You know, I know Pat mentioned something about politics and religion. You know, that is definitely a topic that is very sensitive, especially nowadays, you know. But, you know, it's something that, unfortunately, it should bring things together, but it's not happening. So, as you know, we try to stay away from that as well. Good, Don.
And I'll tell you, on the do side of it, if you're a regular in a lounge and you see somebody new come in, invite them in. Like, you know, I've been to lounges, and I've shared this before. I've been to a lounge where I sat in a lounge for 2-3 straight nights, and nobody said a single word to me. You know, and I always come in, hey guys, how's everybody doing? You know, and I sat there and crickets. So I make a point now to when somebody comes in the lounge, hey, how you doing? Got a chair here. If you know, some people want to go to the back and sit by themselves and relax. Fine, great, go do your thing. But be invited. That lounge owner is counting on you to make it a welcoming environment. As well.
Absolutely. How about you, Ernie? What do you say?
I think you know, for the newbies out there, definitely one of the don'ts is I mean, you guys covered it all, right? Make sure you don't bring your own cigar. Buy a cigar from the shop, and do your research before you go there. Know what you want, and if you're not sure what you want, before grabbing every other cigar, because you shouldn't be doing that, ask whoever's working there on the floor, what do they recommend? You know,
Yeah.
what these are my palettes. What do you recommend? I think that's the right way to approach that. The other thing that you should be doing is, I've been to so many shops, and obviously our home shop, you have people coming in. Just be yourself, right? Don't be something that you're not. Be yourself and embrace the culture that's there, and you're just gonna fit right in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and the things I think that our lounge is good with that. You know, as
Yeah.
far as making everyone feel welcome. You know, whether you're a first timer or you've been there forever. You know, now you know I make it. I almost act like I own the damn shop. You know, I help behind the register. I go in the humidor. I ask people, you know, what they like, what's their palate. You know, these are certain things that you know, as an enthusiast, you should know yourself, right?
Yeah.
You should know what should pair with what, and there's so much new what you should be able to recommend. But now I go to Ish, and I left Ish for last for a couple of reasons. One, not only Ish is a brand owner, he's also a master blender. He also has his lounge, you know, so it's a whole different realm in his perspective and his point of view. So, Ish, out of everything that we said, what do you agree or disagree with, or you want to add to?
I agree with everything. And the first comment that I saw over there was with Rue, don't be a dick. Or I normally say, do not be an ass, first of all. And not giving points in that you're in your house just because you're a client. It is not your house. Okay, so treat like it was your house. So put the ass in the ashtray. I see many people going and spitting in the floor just because they cannot handle the cigar. Well, you don't spit in the carpet when you're in your house. Don't do that. So you just don't be an ass and be just a normal, humble person. Don't try to be who you are not, excuse me, and try to show up on the door in the first time that you go with a Davidoff or Cuban cigar in your hand so people can look at you. Well, that's not a good entrance. That's not good entrance. And then, like you guys said, do not leave before you cut. Do not bring your own cigars. And if you do, ask first, I'm going to buy 5 of your cigars. May I smoke one of mine? So you don't have the one that I was thinking in smoke, but I buy 5. Or whatever is the case. But yes. And well, one rule that I always do, I not go to no lounge with no my own Korean lighter. That's a no-no. I would not use not even the lighters. And I tell you why. Right. You know how many times I go to a lounge that is like a common bathrooms. I usually 3 or 4 guys taking a leak, and I'm the only one washing my hands. And this guy's gonna pick on the lighter or the Korean. I'm sorry. I don't do that. Bring your own Korean lighter. Just be respectful. That's all.
And there's some truth to that, right? Because we've seen it in our lounge, man. And it's just, you know, another thing that drives me nuts, and Ernie knows it. If you're sick and you're not feeling well,
oh shit,
get out of here.
Home. Yep. Like stay home. Like there's no reason. I get it. You want, if you're gonna go to the lounge, stay outside because we have an outside patio. I'd rather you go outside. You know, because you're coughing in your hands, and here we are, we're playing dominoes with each other, or we're playing cards or whatever. You know, and next you know, half the lounge is sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you don't know where to get a lighter and a cutter, you can always go to thegodfather.com and pick you up some accessories. Yeah. and so, that's one of our guys.
Absolutely. You know, and how about let's talk about rookie mistakes, guys that are newbies in regards to starting to smoke out. Like what do you guys see as one of the most common things you see someone smoking? Go ahead, Glenn.
Well, not necessarily what I see them smoking, but something I forgot to say, and we forgot to say: do not take your cigar and smash it out in an ashtray.
I was about to say that.
Well, that's a rookie mistake, right? That's someone that you could tell has never really smoked a cigar. Go ahead, Don.
I saw somebody say, "Let your cigar die with dignity."
Yeah, they say right. That's a good quote, right? And you know what? That should be on the T-shirt, right? And to me, I think that's one pet peeve that I have that drives me absolutely nuts. When you walk by an ashtray and you see that someone just crushed the hell out of that cigar, you know, and it's like, what were you thinking? Yeah. No one's gonna judge you if you leave the cigar in the ashtray and walk away, because that's what's expected. That's what you're supposed to do, right? You know, You have a lot of guys that don't even know how to light a cigar properly, and they're doing too much talking, right? They're doing way too much talking, and the cigar goes out. Don't call a cigar a stick.
Oh,
Yes.
Go ahead, Ish.
The mistake that you both talk right now about read the cigar, die with dignity, and don't smoke the cigar in the ashtray, that's not the first rocky thing. The first rocky thing that you do, first of all, is don't know anything about cigars, and you don't feel comfortable admitting that you don't know anything about cigars, and instead to have a tobacconist over there or an owner or a smoker over there and ask for advice, you pick up something that you don't even know. Then the next mistake that you do, that's the first mistake. The second mistake that you do, you want me to cut it for you? I know how to cut it, and you cut the whole shoulder, not even the cap, the whole shoulder. And then if you still have some wrapper to burn, you light it, and you light it for half of the cigar. You just put it. You cannot do that. You are. I don't care if you knew, or you've been 5, 6, 7 years out of the game to smoking cigars because you wanted to for healthy reasons or whatever it is. Every month is new cigars. Every month is new lighters. Every month is different cores. If you're not familiar with it, ask for advice. Say, hey, can you please teach me? Can you please tell me what cigars and why I should smoke this cigar? Blah, blah, blah. But don't go like a you-know-all just because you don't want to be embarrassed. Well, you are going to embarrass yourself 4 times with no asking. Instead to just be polite and say, can you help me? It's simple. Right. Can you help me? That's all you have to do.
Yeah. Well, that's a problem with men, though. That's a problem with men in general, right? It's a pride thing with them and with all of us, right? And I don't get that. But go ahead, Glenn.
Right. Well, what I found to be very helpful, everybody's like, man, how do you know what wrapper, what this? I mean, when you go into a humidor, say, for instance, at your lounge, you grab a cigar you have never smoked before. First thing, Google it. Figure out what wrapper, binder, fillers in it, and make yourself familiar with what you are smoking.
Right. But this is the reality of it. And I would probably say about 80% of guys that smoke at the lounges, they can't tell you what's what, right? Because they have not educated themselves enough. All they know is either they like it or they don't. Right. That's pretty much, I would say that's a fair percentage of 80%. The other 20 are the ones that actually go in depth and want to learn and go ahead, Ish.
I want to say, you say they like or they don't. The big mistake that all of us, well, with the time you don't do it anymore, but all of us we do is we buy with our eyes. So if you look into something and you like it and like it and like it, and you smoke, imagine 5, 6 cigars of those, and you went from Monday to Friday going over there to smoke one of those cigars, and Saturday you smoke one that you don't like at all. I guarantee you, when you come Sunday, I swap the bands, and the one that you don't like it, you are going to love it because it's in your brain. So you don't know. Yes, that's the thing. People smoke with their eyes. Yeah. People buy with their eyes. Everything. A car, a house, whatever. It could be a lemon, but it looks good. So it's just people should be a little more educated themselves before go to nowhere. Like you said before, I'm not gonna go to shooting range if I don't know the rules, or if I never handle a gun, or if I will not do that. It's a mistake for me. I will ask for help. Most people don't ask for help. That's a big mistake.
And you're absolutely right. But go ahead, PC.
I'll say this, man. When I started off, I knew nothing about cigars. I had nobody to walk me down that trail. The one thing I did rely on, which is what Glenn was saying, I went to YouTube University. And I know what like Ish says, I knew what my eyes liked because of the texture of the cigars, the color, and I shot. And I smoked some of the most phenomenal cigars without knowing what I was smoking. And then go back to all of my pictures. Some of the stuff that Gucci Don used to, formerly known as Gucci Don.
One of the things that newbies should start, because as men we do have that ego, right? We know it all. do your research, like I said, and two is start light, because if you're a new smoker, you're gonna start with something strong. There's a great chance you're not gonna go back to smoking a cigar, because I've seen it happen. You gotta take baby steps when you smoke cigars.
Yeah.
There's a big debate over that, right? And I've had disagreements about that. I've had sink or swim, and to me that's not my point of view. And I agree with you 100%. Start light, build your palate up, and mind you, you'll be surprised, because I had one of my coworkers when he first started. The first thing I gave him was a light cigar, and it was like really way too light. He went straight from light to medium to full body within a very short period of time. But that was because of his palate. Everyone's palate is different.
Right.
Yeah, and Ish made a thing earlier in regards to lighting that, people don't understand. That blue, it's scorching. You don't need to be on top. I'm this far. Look, I'm already lighting it. Look how I'm not even touching it. It's simple things like this, that could honestly ruin your experience, right?
Yeah.
When I talk about between a cutter or lighter, where you should spend your money at, a cutter. I've always said. Go ahead, Don.
I'm gonna put this comment up here. Don't smoke the most expensive cigar your first time getting into it, and I think that has some validity. The reason being is think about bourbon or whatever the case might be. When I first started drinking bourbon, I couldn't have told you if it was Blanton's or Jack Daniel's. It was bourbon, and sometimes you're not gonna know. If you have the means to smoke whatever cigar you want, go for it. But I went from my cigar journey. I went from not knowing anything to, okay, I can tell what's a decent cigar and what's not a good cigar. And then I went, okay, I can start getting some flavors that I like. And so it's a transition. It's a journey to where you find what you like. And your palate definitely changes. And when I first started, I smoked the Leaf by Oscar Connecticut for 2 or 3 years straight. That's the only cigar I smoked. And again, Ish, it's because it was cool. It had the wrapper on the end. I thought that was cool, and I did it with my eyes, and that's what I like. And then when I started getting into some other stuff, I said, oh man, there's some exquisite flavors out there that I haven't tapped into, and I like that.
Right.
Yeah. And if you're new, it never hurts. Eat something before you go to the lounge.
Yeah.
You need to eat something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep
Just
some
keep
candy
it
in
in
your pocket.
too. But you're absolutely right there. You eat, especially if you're new, right? If you never really smoke, or you smoke once in a blue moon. You definitely don't want to smoke any type of cigar, because even the milder cigar, remember, you're gonna be smoking nicotine. The nicotine is gonna get you that high, it's gonna give you that rush, that nausea. And we all know the cure for that, right? Give yourself a sugar cube, a sugar packet, and it will instantly take it away, or it should anyways. But Josephus had a comment. He says, every now and then revisit a blend. Sometimes your palate changes. And there is some truth to that. Yeah. Because I have tried a cigar and go, you know what? This is the worst cigar that I've ever had. I will never smoke it again. And somehow it comes across my path.
Oh, dude. JJ.
God, right in the middle of I was right on the road. Damn, JJ, where the sneakers? Where the sneakers? Give me the sneakers. There you go. My size 6 sneakers. We ain't ready for that.
I thought you was 6.5.
Yeah.
No, I seen his.
Don't cut yourself short, Pete. You're 6.5.
No.
Anyways, same focus.
5 3/4.
But there is some truth to that, right? Because there is probably one cigar out there that I will never try ever again.
The
1876.
The 1876. Guys, I'll never say that I hate a cigar. I'll just say I have a very, very strong dislike. I would not give that cigar to my worst. And it is, I'm telling you, you're better off going to your backyard and licking the dirt and grass. It'll be better. I mean, but it was the worst cigar ever that I've ever had in my life. But focus, Pete, focus. There's some other comments out there. Have we mentioned, you guys have any other comments? Because I know that There's quite a few comments out there.
Hey,
that
Panda, last Thursday, I mean, it was a blast. Pat was on here. I mean, dude, it was a blast being on there with him.
I don't know about you, but I didn't like. How do I say this without even sounding?
With
You
the
know where I'm going, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Pat's, with all due respect, boss man, I'm gonna tell you, I pictured you like an older man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. You know, I'm putting it out there. But dude, the guy came in. He knows his sports.
Yes,
But
he
we're
does.
gonna get to the sports because I see all these Indiana Lurch and Indiana Hologram and Indiana blah 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 whatever. We'll get to that soon. Who yeah, it's coffee. Yeah, it is coffee. Come on now. And then you got don't forget the hashtags that sorry ass team that be my team. But anyway, don't forget if you guys want those that 5-pack. Let me know I'm down. But yeah, we're definitely gonna bring you back on. And once again, guys, if you guys want to be and partake in the Sip and Smoke with us, shoot any of us on either IG, whatever, on any of our social media, we'll get you on here. Becca made that through his prime 15 years.
Hey, JJ, can we do 2 drawings?
Absolutely.
Oh boy, here we go.
So I'm gonna do 2 Misfits and 2 Men of Wars.
There you go, guys.
Yeah,
it's going.
Okay.
So I mean, we listen. We all started somewhere, right? We all started, and I think the biggest issue, and I think that I can't. Maybe I'll just speak for myself, but I know when I first started years ago, my hardest thing was to ask that question. What do I smoke? I've never tried anything. What can I smoke because I've always enjoyed the aromatics of cigars. I mean, now especially you get up. How many times you're walking somewhere and all of a sudden, instantly you're like a hound dog, right? You're looking for that who's smoking and where can you get one? But yeah, put your pride away, put it in your pocket. If you really want to indulge it in this journey in this realm, you gotta be bold and ask questions and don't be shy about it.
I want to bring something else up about a lounge. So this doesn't affect lounges that sell alcohol, because obviously you can't bring alcohol in, and with their liquor license and all that kind of stuff, they have to sell it and pour it and all that stuff. But like my lounge is a BYOB lounge, and so
Thank you, Val.
This isn't a must thing. But when I bring my bottle out and I set it on the table, it's I hate to say it's community, but if you didn't bring something because you didn't know it was a BYOB lounge, I'm going to pour you something, and I've seen so many people just kind of put their bottle over the side, and I guess if that's what you want to do, it's fine. But
you can't do it because you put your bottle down, you go to the bathroom, go take a leak, come back, that bottle's empty.
Empty.
I'm gonna tell you, you do that in our lounge, and you say, "Hey guys, just support yourself." Forget it, man. It's like a charity line. Forget it. To be around the
you better hope you have another 2 bottles.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah.
I get it. You should do the right thing and share.
Absolutely.
it's just being a community. It's just being a community. This is a great community. This cigar community is a great community. For the most part, like every community has its a-holes and whatever, but this is generally a great community. And just be that guy. Be the guy that welcome, especially if you're a regular in that lounge, and our lounge, new people come in and they're like, "Where's the bar?" And our loungers say, "Oh, we're BYOB," and they're like, "Oh man." And I'm usually the first guy like, "Hey man, I got some bourbon here if you guys,
My wife said that same thing tonight. She said, "Hey, tell them about BYOB and blah blah." I was like, right.
I mean, listen, we have bottles in our lounge. We have a private members lounge in our shop, and everyone knows. I mean, everyone's always asking, "Hey, you have anything in your locker?" Especially if you're having a rough day, right? If you just need, a finger pour, right? That's all you need. That's all you need, just to kind of just ease, relax, kick your feet up, light that cigar up, and just be able just like once again to decompress.
Yeah.
You know, and listen, I'm like the furniture at the lounge, man. You know, I go right after work because that's the place where I know that I could kind of just let loose, talk my nonsense, talk smack, and just have fun.
Yeah.
And Ernie can tell you, our lounge is not meant for everybody. We know this. We've had people that have been in our lounge and left because they can't hack it, right? And they'll go and I don't want to say, man, well, I'm going to say, and they'll talk nonsense about our lounge, all because they didn't have thick enough skin to hang out with us. You know, that's just who we are. We're very rowdy. And if you listen, we got a domino tournament this Saturday. You know how much smack is going to be happening.
I wish I could be there.
Oh, dude, you know, I'm gonna post it live. I'm gonna post it live so everyone can see. But when I tell you, you want to talk about some slapping dominoes, talking the most crap you can talk to your opponents,
picking up the table and walking.
Yeah,
I've never seen that before. I love that night. Dude picks up the table and takes off walking. I'm like, this is
what Big Tex was there.
Dude, the thing about Burn One is you could never emulate that lounge anywhere else. You know, like I say, when we went down there, you know, Ernie, he kept asking, "Hey, have you hit my locker yet?" Hey, I mean, he gave us carte blanche on his locker. He kept asking, "Have you hit it yet?" And I've never been to a lounge like it. And,
oh man,
I love it.
And we try to make everyone feel welcome.
Yeah.
You know, everybody that's new to the lounge, we want you to come back, right? Because I think as a patron, as one that a regular, I honestly think, man, let's talk crap. Nah, no. Listen, I do talk my smack, but I back it up. Okay. And yeah, it is all about the you. I'm still a fan. Yes, I am. And I would do something else, but
Get in the mouth.
it's gonna be one of those evening guys. It's gonna be
It's a statement.
you know, and it's now I mean, Greg. Let's see. What else? If you buy Glenn a shot and a cigar, he'll hold your cigar like a socket swatch. Pat, that's exactly how you build a community. And you know what? I could tell you, these guys can tell you that my mission since day one that I started doing all of this, when I started on my own on TikTok, my mission has always been to build the community, to build the friendship, to build the experience as a whole, and meet as many people as I possibly can, you know, and share new cigars. And talking about new cigars, you know, one of the things, part of it, you get to meet a lot of people from a lot of walks of life that you would never normally meet outside of this realm. Because you have in our lounge, we have people from all types of status, you know, all types of blue collar, white collar, you name it, you know, on our lounge, and we all have that one thing in common, and is the cigar, you know.
Yes, sir.
I got a question for Ish.
Go ahead.
So Ish, so you go into a lounge and they don't carry what you like, and you're a regular there, and they don't carry what you like. Is there a proper way to approach the lounge owner or the tobacconist and say, hey, I would really like if you carried XYZ, or is it just saying it type thing?
No, you just go to the manager and say, listen, I've been over here for a while. I like this cigar. And I said that you never carry. It's the reason why. Well, because not everybody like it, not because of this, not because we don't like the owner or whatever it is. If you are a regular, just ask, could you please just get a box for me? I pay you whatever it is. And I guarantee you they will do it.
There is truth to that, right? Because if you don't ask, you never know, right?
Right.
If you don't ask, you'll never know. And to me, you know, what I think the majority of us here, you know, and I finally got my boy Ernie to start smoking boutique stuff, because him and Bougie Don, let me tell you, they, you know, Don smoked a Davidoff because it's Tuesday. Don, and Ernie was smoking Opus because he woke up on a Sunday morning. You know what I mean? And
They
to
were
me,
made to be smoking.
yeah, I get it. I don't know why I hoard some and a good chunk of my cigars. I don't know why. But with that being said, I just love, I've kind of put the legacies on the shelf for real. You know what I mean? I really have, and I have lately, in the last couple of years, I have really been venturing off on boutique cigars. And this is another reason why I'm glad that Ish is here, because you know what? Ish has introduced a lot of us in this realm and in other discords and other media platforms to whole different types of tobaccos from around the world. Because there's tobaccos that I never knew even existed, right? You talk about from France and Portugal and Germany and Italy, This is also, you kind of hear about it, but you really don't know about it until you finally meet someone like Ish that has the accessibility. He has those tobaccos, and we've been able to honestly, indulge in these cigars, and just to throw a plug on there, he has a monthly club, the Factory Reserve. Ish, why don't you talk about your Factory Reserve or what it entails on?
Well, yeah, the Factory Reserve Cigar Club is every month we leave open from the 1st to the 15th to make a payment, which is $35. With shipping included, and comes 5 or 6 cigars, depending which cigars are inside. And it's for the ones that I make in the United States, or we, the factory, we make in the United States. All of them, they are from different continents, obviously different countries, but different continents. And they can go on those countries between 40, 50 to 70 euros a piece, each one. And this club, it will have 4 or 5 of them, plus another one, or plus 2 more for $35. So it's a win-win. It's no way that the nut club is going to give you 5-6 cigars for $35 cheap already, and they all brand new cigars and things that you don't go to the Factory Reserve, you will not find in nowhere else. These people Google it. Sometimes they find something if somebody posts a picture, but we have to remember, United States, we have lounges. Europe, South Arabia. South Arabia have a few. You go to Bahrain or you go to Dubai, you have 2 or 3, and that's it. And hotels mostly. Most of the countries, what they have is a club. It's a smoking club, and they are 20, 30, 40, 100 members. They have their own piece of property. They go over there for cookouts and smoke. So they have the license, and they can make their own cigars or cigars that they like for them. And those cigars will never be sold unless that you're part of the club. So with this club, you are going to get over 750 blends. So when you do the math, I believe that it will take you 12 years to try all of them. So, yeah.
I'm a part of that club, and a lot of the cigars, I'm piggybacking off what Don said before. I'm afraid to smoke them because I don't know if I can ever get another one.
Right. Exactly.
Well, I know a guy.
Hey, put me on the big screen, JJ.
Yes, sir.
This, look at this one. Look at the band on this.
That's beautiful.
Right? This is what I'm talking about. And we're gonna talk to Ish about this particular cigar, right? But I mean, look at this.
They're beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
I absolutely love this cigar. This is the
Yep.
cigar I absolutely
Thank
love.
you.
I mean, and when I tell you guys, you find another cigar club that's for $35 a month, including shipping.
You're not.
You know
You're
what I
not.
mean? You're not, right? Here's another
You know,
one.
the other night, Panda was the word, the Cenizas. Cenizas? I smoked that yesterday. That's a beautiful cigar.
So,
The autos. Too.
and like I said, guys, for $35, you find me another cigar club monthly for $35 that's going to give you tobacco that you never even heard even existed.
What's that website, Uncle Ish?
Most of those cigars, just one by one, is over $35 each. With nothing. So these guys are paying between, like I said, the marble that you just saw is 68 euros, which is about $73, $74 just for that one. And it was that plus 4 more. It was the Foxy, which is $58 euros, and this and this and this and that. So it's but I can do it. They give me okay, and that's it. So I do it.
And what's the website where they could partake?
EAMF Cigars with an S.com. Go over there, go to the cigar lounge inside the page, and you will see over there. First thing, it will be the Factory Reserve Cigar Club. Big orange bold.
Mhm. Now, another thing that a lot of people don't know, that Issue Cigar got ranked #1 cigar of the year. Which cigar was that?
Around the world, Cigar of the Year in many magazines and podcasts in the United States. And the Marble we just have over there, that was the first around the world I ever made, but I was missing 3 countries. So people from South Arabia came to the factory to visit, and I was making the cigar. I say, it's not done. For what is that cigar? I say, it's not done. It's for me, but I need 3 more countries, so I am doing tries. They try and say, well, we'll buy it. I say, you do what? I say, well, we buy it. And that cigar last year, 2025, it was in the whiskey magazine. It was #1 cigar of the year.
Yeah. And how many tobaccos are in around the world?
17.
17 different types of tobacco. Hence the name, right? Around the world. It is a absolute phenomenal smoke, guys. If you guys have not had the opportunity, I would definitely go to Banff Cigars and get that cigar, because you sell all of those cigars online on your website, correct?
Yes, the cigar of the month or Factory Reserve, they not, but whoever is in the club, because I cannot put it, because I made the cigars for other people. They're my cigars. Nobody bought the blend, so they're my cigars. But out of respect, I cannot put in the Marble for $18 when they sell it for €60. I cannot do that, but it's my cigar. So somebody asked me, I have the rights, and I say, okay, I want a 5-pack, or I want whatever they want. I want a box, I want a band, or whatever. They send me an email. I say, no problem whatsoever. Here it is. But Marble probably I'm gonna put in the website because now they're very happy that it was cigar of the year, and we cannot compete here with there or there with here. Different prices. I told them the price it will be. They almost cry. They told me that's how much we pay you for cigar. I said, well, it's not my fault that you live in Dubai. You know, it had nothing to do with that. You guys have 201% in whole price now. In wholesale price, no, in the whole retail price. I said, that's not my problem. You know, there is no. But
you're not going to beat the price point, and not the quality of cigar that you're getting for that price point. You find me another cigar club, you won't find it. You know, so recently, you got how many cigar companies you wrote for now?
128, and tomorrow it will be the 129 when they come to the house.
Yeah, and listen, there's no secret, and I don't know if they're still here. I have been like their little groupie, that follow, their little stalker. You know what I mean? And it's Hayes Gray. I was very blessed and very fortunate that they allowed me to sit down with you when they started doing their court. Now, mind you, to me, what I found so intriguing and what it really impressed me was that they only blend 2 blends.
Yes.
That's 2 blends. They walked out with an entire core line.
Yeah, dude.
Right.
And that to me was absolutely baffling. And like I said, I was there the first night, and I believe after the 8th blend, I was like, okay, I can't do no more, right? Because my palate was going crazy. I was like, you know what? I don't want my palate to burn out. And these guys went the very next day and finished. And I don't know how many more they ended up issuing. Because Ish was in rare form that night. Let me tell you something. He was in rare form. And one thing I can say is that every blend that he came up with was better than the one that he just rolled. Right?
Yeah.
And that's what you kind of want.
The flavors.
Right. Exactly. And to me, we wanted, when I sat down with Ish in regards to our blend and stuff like that, and now, we already talking about a second blend. We kind of know what we want in the second one. We've got nothing but good feedback on the Bonded by the Leaf Smokers Ember. You know what I mean? And it's funny how the consensus are, those of us that are full body, want more pepper, more punch, they say that's what that cigar is missing. right? Those are the medium to mild. Absolutely love it the way it is.
Absolutely. It's a
Right.
beautiful cigar.
Right.
Right. So to me, I think it hit perfect, right? We didn't start off at the super spicy one. We hit a cigar that hits everyone's palate, no matter where you are in the journey.
Yeah.
So, and mind you, we tend to you know, build from there. You know, and as you guys know, slow crawl. We're not. This is not a marathon. Rather, you know, we're just taking our sweet time, whatever. You know, but yeah, but that's that.
You know,
Love
and the,
you guys,
and the,
Val. Love you. Trust me, got nothing but love for you guys. And I can't wait till next month when we're at His and Hers. We'll be doing the live cut and light at His and Hers lounge in Cocoa, Florida. Not Cocoa Beach, Florida. Cocoa, Florida.
yeah.
Coco Village. Coco
It ain't
Village.
Cocoa Beach. It's not Cocoa Beach. It's Cocoa. I got
Village. Village. No Coco Beach. Coco Village.
Oh, Cocoa Village.
Ah, learn English, man. Learn English. I say village like 3 times.
So I just want to say I'm gonna add another cigar. These, the Don Pepin Garcia Original. I'm gonna add another one.
Don
There you
Pepin.
go.
Don Pepin.
Yeah,
Don Pepin.
Pepin.
Don Pepin. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
add
have-
that to the Misfit, 2 Misfits and 2 Men of Wars.
And
Hey, I
hashtag
don't see
misfit.
that many hashtags, man. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
How many hashtags? How many interests you guys have? Is any who's
Do I
counting?
need to add something else?
On the misfits,
Hold on, Glenn. Altogether, how many hashtags? Altogether.
on the misfits, we have 19 for the misfits giveaway, for Glenn's giveaway, and for the Indiana giveaway for the Smoker's Ember, there's 21.
So total is 40. Let's make it 60, and we make the January cigar or the Factory Reserve Cigar Club, which is just one cigar alone is my new one called Sevilla 1676, and that thing is gonna be over $25 retail. It's only tobacco from Spain, everything, the filler, the binder, and the wrapper. And it's not expensive because it cost me a lot of money to clean it. And
there
that
you
was
go.
one of the other 4 cigars coming in there. Just saying.
There you go, guys. Hit up them hashtags.
Hit it, brother.
All right, guys. I
Hashtag.
know we're getting close to that hour, and it's not that I've been trying to avoid it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Don't
Hashtag
piss off the panda. Don't
The
piss off the
University
panda.
of Miami versus Indiana.
Gosh, dude, here we go.
There was a bet. Yeah, here it goes. You know, there was a bet between, I don't know, Lefty, you still on here? I don't know if Lefty's still here, but me and Lefty from the Misfits Disco, we put a little I can't even speak, wager of 5 cigars. I lost. I showed him the 5 cigars I'm going to send him. I even opened up my bundle of the Blood of Lads. Last year, I've had that bundle is just damn it, marinating. I have not cracked it open, but I cracked it open today for Lefty. So, yes, lost, but I'm still proud of my boys because you know what? We were all watching it. My boy Ernie almost had an aneurysm, screaming, "Run the fucking ball! Run the fucking ball!" And they weren't listening. And they got away from that game, right? Which got them there. Yeah. You know, there was some truth. To me, I honestly thought that if we would have stood to our game plan, I truly believe that UM would have won. I really do. They were playing some physical ball.
It was a good game.
So that's my take of it. What says you, Ernie? Because you are not the only U fans here right now, buddy. It's us against the world, bro.
Yeah, that's okay. It's always been like that when it comes to the U.
Yeah. Oh.
It's always been like that. I think they got away from what got them there is running the ball. I think they probably rushed the ball maybe 21 times in the whole game, average 5.5 per carry. And that was the plan, but they never put it into effect. I think the prior games they ran the ball like 40 times. With Ohio, the game before that they ran it like another 37 times. That's the game plan, and they got away from that. You know, as long as you keep that offense sitting on the bench, that's all you got to do, and they got away from that. You know, I think if we play them 5 times, we beat them 3 times at least. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
And I'm not being biased, but it is what it is. We played good enough to win the game. I don't know why Carson Beck decided at the end of the game to throw it to the end zone, while on that last drive he was throwing 8-yard passes, 10-yard passes. He was moving the ball. That's all you had to do. Keep doing that.
But he did that also.
That's my point. But saying all that, congrats to Indiana.
I ain't saying congrats nothing, man.
It took a boy from Miami to put him there. It took a boy from Miami to put him there.
There you go.
Listen, I can tell. Listen, we should have not been ranked 10. We should have been a lot higher. We beat 4 ranked teams. We beat 4 ranked teams. How the hell we end up 10?
We beat this year 7 ranked teams this year. 7 ranked teams.
You know, I got to be honest. I had no cards in the game, and I love just laying it on Panda right now. It's a lot of fun, but it was a very good, not only emotional game to watch. But
See, and Pat's
What not to do. That's one thing that you don't do when you go to a lounge. You start to talk about football. Don't do that.
Well, there's Lefty, Panda. Lefty's right there.
Lefty, a guy from Miami that Miami didn't want out. Yeah. Listen, there is such a, because they even spoke about that during the game, because the mother was very, very bitter against Miami. So to me, it was a good, sweet revenge, right?
yeah,
I mean, it's a good storyline, right? It's a good storyline. Miami didn't want him. So what happened? He went out and beat Miami. You know, and most likely this kid's going to be the number 1 draft pick. You know, I mean, it's a fact, right? And the NFL needs a lot of quarterbacks this year. And it's funny because last year they had, 13 quarterbacks in the draft? You know, and they all kind of went at the very end. So this year I think is a little bit healthier. Like the Yankees.
Oh, see, he's kicking you while you're down. Hats off. Hey, no, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay. Okay. Y'all step up, especially you, Black. I know you in LA or whatever you guys do with your fingers and stuff like that. How many championships do the Yankees got in compared to LA?
Here we go. All right, Dallas Cowboy fan.
Oh, put me on the spot.
Wait, whoa! What Dallas got to do?
Oh,
Wait a minute.
Overback.
Hold on, wait a minute. Let me take off my side 6 sneakers so I can count. You know what I mean? So, come on, listen. The reality is this: that I know Lefty called Miami Hurricanes the convicts, right? And listen, say what you may, but you know what? South Florida as a whole has more draftees to the NFL than on probably any other state. Name another state that's
right.
more than yours.
Alabama,
Texas.
But you know what I'm saying? But come on now. I mean, we got some big players out here. We got some ballers here in Florida. You know what I mean?
Oh, true.
And it's pretty much the only Florida team that I really
Right, Sloan.
What? Sloan. I can't even talk back to Sloan. Sloan, love you, baby girl. I love you. But that's Don's daughter. That's Don's daughter. So it's like I look at her, she reminds me of my daughter. They got the same personality and everything. But yeah. So to me,
I want to say something about Pat. Pat said something earlier. He said it was a sleeper in the first half.
Oh no.
So Pat said it was a sleeper in the first half.
Now the shirt's coming off.
Bro, I'm sweating. Y'all got me sweating here, man.
Yeah, we've done our job.
So I absolutely love a good defensive football game.
Yes.
So to me, it wasn't a sleeper in the first half. To me, I love it.
I enjoy when Buddy got his lip busted, and the coach doing and then they calling the jet of the quarterback. Yeah, shut up! It's a man's sport. You expect to get smacked in the mouth. You know what I mean? Come on, now. It's bad enough that the NFL has gotten soft as hell, right?
Right.
As a whole, you can't breathe past the quarterback without them not calling a penalty. It's crazy, Like, let these guys be men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't count when Yankees won whatever, Black, stop it. Y'all getting petty. I'm telling you, I am sweating, though. I am sweating. Y'all getting me worked up. This is why I left this topic for last, man. So, but yeah, listen, I know, BC, you and I, we spoke about something earlier today in regards to these college athletes. Why don't you bring it up? And I'm curious to see what everyone's opinion on it, because I have my own opinion about it, but I let them talk about it.
Yeah, me personally, being a former college football player, man, I applaud the guys for trying to get their money, but I think the NIL is kind of ruining the game itself. And what I mean by that, these guys are out there just to make their money and be gone, and not looking at the sport as a whole. And I may be the only one on the island saying this, but I can remember just playing for the sport, the fun of the sport. Now, do I wish I could have had a little money on the side? Yes. Just to buy my clothes, food, put gas in my car, and do what I need to do for school. But the rest of it was up to me to go make it. But now I will say this: I don't think the guys should give their likeness away for free.
Oh,
Because somebody can take your likeness and do whatever they want to if you don't control it. But at the same time, I still think they're ruining the sport, because these guys, some of them are, I'm not saying all, but some of them are not putting it all into the sport. If they don't get their way at one team, they go to the next team.
That's right.
Then,
You're right.
Okay, but that's different. And so I'm going to play devil's advocate, but go ahead.
hold up. And when they should have made the right decision from the beginning, instead of just going with what somebody else told them, because most likely when they transfer to the second school, they thrive. They really thrive. So that's the school they should have went to the first time. So,
Okay, I'm okay. So I'm on that opposite spectrum of what you're saying, and I'm gonna tell you this. This is how I truly feel about this. I think these athletes deserve every penny they get and then some. Okay,
Right.
Because these colleges are making millions off of these kids.
Millions.
Okay, and we're talking about TV endorsements. These kids they're the ones that are busting their tail out there, taking the gamble on their body. Because you
Right.
cannot tell me as an athlete that if you're getting paid at that level, X amount of dollars, it's not going to motivate you to be a better player, right? Because the reality is this: if you're a semi-good player, you're barely going to get paid anything, and you're going to take advantage of your $30,000 or whatever it is that they give you, because you're not going to make it to the NFL. But if you are that athlete, right? If you are that person that are putting butts in seats, you know what? You deserve to honestly be getting. You should be getting paid.
There's got to be a limit, though.
No, I agree. There should be a cap. Absolutely. Look, wear the hashtags. But once again, to me, like I said, I've always been pro these kids getting paid. How many athletes have gotten injured that have potential to make it to the NFL, but because of their injuries, they no longer could get drafted, and now they have nothing to show for it?
That's a good point right there. I was going to bring that up.
Well,
If it wasn't for this new rule, Indiana would have never won the championship. That's the only
Tell 'em,
reason they
Ernie.
won the championship.
Tell him, Ernie.
Just saying.
Tell him, Ernie.
Just
but
saying.
I'll say
AJ,
this.
let's
Don,
spin this wheel.
Indiana was
Done.
nobody before this.
Don brought up an interesting point. There should be limits. My thing is, even if they do make that kind of money, put that money at the end of their career or injury, put it in, because all of
That's
it is
right.
contractual.
That's
Because
right.
now you're starting to see some of these kids are ruining their future, and they're starting to get sued.
Yeah.
Because and you already got to pay tuition. You got $300,000.
Who
You're
is
being
this?
sued.
Is this
Come on.
the Misfits or the Indianapolis?
Oh my
What
Lord.
the heck is that?
Oh my God.
Who
man.
wins this?
Oh,
is
that's not nice.
Let's see who wins. Let's see who wins.
oh,
freaking Indiana! Look at this crap. nobody would have thought this because everybody has come out against Indiana. Indiana has come in for the win.
Hey,
Hey,
Panda,
Pete,
you
what,
know,
what,
you
what is
know,
that
man.
saying that you says? Friends like this, who needs enemas?
Hey,
What the crap?
Panda, you know damn well I wasn't smart enough to think about that.
Indiana wins again.
So we're
Hey,
gonna
how
go-
many hashtags do we have total?
so far we're at 50.
I'm about to add another
Hey, hold
another
on now.
cigar.
Ish offered that. We need 10 more entries, guys. 10
Okay.
more.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about if I add a Foxy?
Oh,
If we
man.
get 10 more entries, I'll add a Foxy.
We need 10 more.
Have y'all seen what a Foxy looks like? Come on.
Okay, we need 8 more.
8 more. There you go. Y'all better hit it up. So y'all got a few more minutes before the Panda stops sweating because I'm sweating good, man. So listen, listen, let's go to our commercial breaks. Let's go hit that beautiful bean footage
Yes,
while
sir.
these guys hit the hashtag, guys.
Yes, sir.
Hit it, beautiful bean footage. What's going on, guys? This is your boy Panda, and your boy Panda has some great news. We have teamed up with Burn One Cigar Bar, located at 7328 Royal Palm Boulevard in Margate, Florida. Guys, Burn One Cigar Bar is your go-to destination for the finest selections of premium cigars at unbeatable prices. Step into a world of luxury and relaxation as you indulge in the smooth flavors and exquisite aromas of our carefully curated cigars collection. But that's not all. Burn One Cigar Bar has teamed up with us for an exclusive sponsorship opportunity just for you. When you call Burn One and purchase any box of cigars, you unlock a fantastic discount of 20% of your order using special discount code PANDA. You can contact Burn One at 954-970-0001 or on their social media pages, Facebook and or Instagram. Guys, don't miss this chance to elevate your cigar experience without breaking the bank. Visit Burn One Cigar Bar today, mention discount code PANDA, and treat yourself to premium cigars at incredible value. Hurry up, this offer won't last. Burn One Cigar Bar, where luxury meets affordability, and they ship nationwide. Peace. Peace.
Oh, shit.
Well, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, you guys never seen
We need
the
3 more.
lounge of Burn One. That's Burn One.
Oh,
That is our
y'all gotta
lounge.
see this.
What do we need? 3 more?
We need
And I
3
just-
more.
Hang on.
I just want you guys
So-
to know that all the
Go ahead.
cigars in our giveaways today are carefully curated.
Carefully.
All right. So adding to mine, it's going to be a Don, which is Mr. Olivon.
Oh, is that the Continental?
Nope, it's the hybrid intercontinental with.
Yeah, you can't get this. Y'all don't understand. You can't get this.
And if we hit
And then the mafioso.
that, yeah.
Man, boy,
I'm gonna send you my. Hey, you know what?
Hold
I'm
on,
gonna make it.
hold on, I need my hashtags. Hold on, I'm hitting hashtags right now.
I'm about to message my wife right now. Get them hashtags in.
So that's
know-
what's going out.
This came from the captain's cupboard.
Y'all don't understand. When Uncle Ish makes a cigar, creates a cigar,
Rue knows
it's
my love for this cigar. Rue knows my
Blow
love.
yourself up, JJ. Put yourself on the big screen, buddy.
Oh, I don't know if they're ready for all this big ale.
They're not,
Get
they're not,
left
they're
for it,
not.
man. Let's go.
Come on, snap onto it. Snap onto
Come
it.
on.
There you go.
Hermos du Mar. I love this cigar.
Fire.
It's out of the
Fire.
captain's cupboard. You get this thing to 60, and I'll throw a couple of these in that giveaway.
Oh, shoot.
Which one? Which giveaway?
All together, it will be free. The
The-
one
the
will be
Indiana.
yours, the one will be Misfits,
Yeah.
and then another one with all the rest of the cigars.
There you go.
Yep.
So there'll be three winners.
Where we at? Where we at, JJ? We got to be close.
Right now, hey, we hit it. We're at 28 and 32.
All right,
There
let's
you
do it.
go.
All right, guys, let's do it. All right, guys, thank you once again, guys. We greatly appreciate you coming. Hold on, here we go.
Yeah, for sure. Come on, come on,
Who's
come on,
the
come
first
on.
winner?
This one's for which one?
This is
The
for
Misfits.
Misfits.
Veronica. Oh, that's
Oh.
Veronica. You still here? That's
Yo, B.
That's Crespin's wife.
Yes, sir.
That is not. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. It is. Veronica, you still here?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, am I gonna have to? Yeah, she's
She's here.
here.
Oh, B, she's here. Sister Veronica.
Congratulations.
If nobody knows, Sister Veronica used to be a nun. I'm not lying, making this up. She was a nun, and that's my girl. Awesome.
Guys,
Got you, sister.
So the second one is gonna be for Glenn's giveaway. Let's go. Let's see who's gonna be the winner.
Oh, this was for mine. Okay.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
I'm gonna have to switch over. I had two running.
Boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? You gotta be here. You gotta be here. Who's here? Up. Anthony, you here?
Anthony Jean, 5034. You hear Anthony Jean?
Hey, Anthony, you here, Anthony?
Yeah, you
It
hit
should be.
He's here.
Oh, there, Anthony.
He's here.
Wow.
Here.
10 seconds. It was
Oh,
fast.
my Lord. So
Got you,
Anthony,
brother.
reach out to Glenn. You have your social. You have his info.
I do not have his info.
All right, and hit me up on any of my social media, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whichever one you want. I think I might have your information though. But,
Don't worry about it.
I'll tell you
Glenn, I'll send it to you. I have it.
There you
Oh,
go.
perfect. Thank you, Uncle
All
Lish.
right, perfect. All right, guys. The
Holy
last
mackerel, you made out like a scoundrel.
Yeah,
Love it.
good. JJ, one more. What is it for your for that?
Right.
Anointed more. Let's
yes,
go.
sir.
Let's do it,
Love
guys.
it. Love it. Love it.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Here we go. Here we go. Who's winning? Who's winning the Hayes Gray? Ooh, lefty.
Lefty. Of course.
Unbelievable.
Oh, he figured
He's
it
gonna
out.
go Indiana is what he's gonna type.
Yeah. Hey, lefty,
Ah.
you here?
Lefty. It's 45 seconds, buddy.
Don't care.
Uncle Rick.
35 seconds are up.
Yeah, you're
Oh,
not.
shit.
Lefty's here. Lefty's here.
He's here.
Oh, there he is.
All right, man. He wins again. Yeah, lefty wins again.
Don't send me your address. I got it.
Oh, crap.
Did we do
Yeah.
the roundabout leaf?
Yeah.
The first giveaway was for Misfits. The second
Veronica.
giveaway was for the Bono by the Leaf set.
Okay, so Anthony
All
won
right,
these.
I'm
Right?
confused.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So I thought it was the other
Hold
way.
on,
around.
hold on,
Okay,
hold on.
who do I got? JJ?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Because didn't we have one more?
So, yeah, mine.
Yeah,
Oh.
the factory reserve.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay,
we got,
who's
we got to
mine?
roll again. We got
Wait,
one
wait.
more to roll.
Time out. Is mine to Veronica?
Veronica, yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, I had that all
Gotcha.
backwards. My
All
bad.
right.
Yeah, here
All
we
right,
go.
so this is for the for
I
issues.
got her information, Uncle Ish.
Perfect. All right, let's go. Last one, guys. Last one. Here we go. Who's it gonna be? 2, 3.
Burning down the house. Val got it. Honor.
He has to be here.
Hayes
Val,
Gray.
you here? Val, you still here? Val.
I know she is. I know she. You
Uh-oh.
better be.
Val.
You're going to miss these ones.
Val.
They already bought the packages, but don't let it go.
Oh,
Oh, I'm gonna have to start that timer. Yep.
oh, Val.
45 seconds coming soon.
Somebody text Val.
Oh,
Oh,
Come on,
man.
Val. 10 seconds.
she's gonna be pissed.
10,
5, 4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Let's give it 10 seconds because I was told last week we have a 10-second delay in our.
Okay.
All right. And it's about 10. It's 11, 12. Oh,
right.
she's
Roll
asleep.
it. Roll it.
Oh, bro, that bean
Not
footage.
too late. Not too late.
That sucks.
Who's gonna be?
Oh, Leslie. You here, Bubba?
Oh, Val, you just missed him. Val, you just missed it.
Oh, Val, you missed it.
Let's see, Leslie, you still here?
Joey, you here?
Who's this? You know who this is, Uncle Glenn?
Yes.
All right.
Joey.
All right. Well, the clock is on. It's got the clock. We got 26 seconds.
Come on, Joey.
10 to 15 seconds. Let's
He's
go.
here. They're here. They're here.
There you go.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
That one, I don't have the address, so please send the address to anyone.
Yes.
Valerie, what happened?
No,
We waited and waited.
Oh man. Listen, guys, once again, we greatly appreciate you guys' support. As you know, Sip and Smoke Thursdays with the Leaf and Ash podcast. We're gonna be live every Thursday. And who knows who's next? Who's next gonna be on the Sip and Smoke with us?
Hey,
You
Joey, send me your mailing address.
All right. So guys, just want to know who's supporting Broncos. Hey,
Not me.
Yeah. Big Al, what's
Dave.
going on, Big Al? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give a shout out. He ain't a sponsor, but as you guys know, where the heck is it? Hold on, I got it.
While you're finding that, Panda, I want to throw in one more honorable mention on the lounge thing. I just thought of it. If you PC yourself in a lounge,
Like
and
Ernie
for-
at PC do? Uh-huh.
for those of you guys that don't know, if you
Oh.
drop your ash in the lounge,
Val.
ask the lounge owner where the broom or the vacuum is. Don't just leave it there.
Very true.
Hey, Jay, just put me on the big screen real quick.
But Zane,
All right, guys. So, Al, listen, guys. If you guys have not heard of this gentleman here, all right, Warrior by the Leaf, he does 3D imaging. As you get, it ain't sponsored or anything, but I'm just so at all with this guy's work. And as you guys can tell, this man does some phenomenal work. This is one of the ashtrays that he did for the Panda, and I absolutely love it. You know, look at this. You know, once again, guys, if you're looking for any type of 3D printing, like I said, it ain't a sponsor, but by all means, that's his card right there. And there's the QR code. I'll wait a few seconds so you guys can take a screenshot of that. And 3, 2, 1. There you go. So once again, guys, you know, we appreciate you guys' support. And hopefully next week we'll have somebody new. We're
Hang
working on some other special guests as well. What's up, Glenn?
Hey, Val, send me your info and I got you covered, sister.
Jams, honestly, this was a gift. He gifted this to me. This one and this one. You know,
Yeah, that's the one he said he was sending to me. So
you know,
I would love to see.
appreciate
I
that.
would love to see one in a silverback.
you know. So, but you know, once again, guys, you know, like I said, it ain't sponsored, but you know, I appreciate when the Panda gets gifts like that.
yes, sir.
And I'm, you know, we're more than willing to support you guys that are coming out with new product and stuff like that. So by all means, link up. We'll get out on the Sip and Smoke. Maybe we can get him on here so we can talk about his business, etc. Once again, we appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Love y'all.
Peace.